Hey everybody, what's going on? This is Evan and I'm with Chris Boustedt. This is going to be an amazing podcast getting into his life story, where he grew up, what he's doing now, God, everything in between. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's do it, guys.
Awesome.
Super excited to be on the podcast, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Dude, I know. The fact that I'm in Arizona for this weekend, like, just wild that we got to do this.
Dude, like, the stars just aligned, bro.
Seriously.
Like, we just met each other, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weekends ago. Yes. Yeah, tell us tell the audience how we met at first.
Yeah, dude, so literally we met at this business event called The Collective with Grace and Lupus. That's actually a little plug. He's going to be here and I'd be like, oh, yeah. But, yeah, so we met at that event, and, dude, what was, like, our first interaction?
I think you had a shirt on, and I was like, I think it was the Yahweh shirt, and I think I said something about that.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened, because we were out by the basketball courts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just pulled up. People were balling, bro. Mm-hmm. I was not about to show up to that. I'm not a baller, bro.
Neither am I. Dude, it was rough. Grayson just destroyed us all.
He's gnarly, bro.
He's dirty.
We went to LA Fitness together, bro, a couple times, and he was just dunking on fools. Crazy.
Guy's crazy.
Crazy guy.
Awesome. So I want to hear, like, just like for the audience and for me, like, what exactly, like, has your kind of story been up to this point? Where'd you grow up? How did you kind of get to this point in your life where, you know, you've done all these great things creatively and now business-wise? Like, what's kind of led up to this point?
Dude, so starting from the beginning, bro, I'm a twin, so that's like a very important piece of the story. But the very, very beginning, dude, I had teen parents growing up. So they had me and my brother. My mom was 17, my dad was 18. And that kind of set the pace for, like, the beginning half of our life. So, like, 0 to literally probably even 14, bro. We were very poor, bro.
Okay.
Super, super poor. We had clothes, we had food, but it was like corn dogs for dinner. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty much every night. But, dude, just like the grind was real, bro. Like, the struggle was real. I, like, always knew as a kid growing up that, like, we were less fortunate than others. Like, kids getting like new school shoes and stuff. Like, we're still rocking them from, like, the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? Like, I always wish I had a birthday during the year so I could get a new pair of shoes.
Okay.
It's like something I always wish for, bro. But yeah, I mean, that I feel like is a very important piece to, like, my story, is not having everything that I wanted, because it kind of created this almost perspective from an early age of, like, okay, I want more for my life. And I feel like most kids don't even start thinking about that until either one, they leave the house, or they just, like, of course, get to, like, you know, their teenage years and they want more.
Right.
You know, so.
Yeah, because you're just a kid.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like I had the head start in that way, perspective-wise.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. So, like, how did you get originally into, like, videography, photography? Like, because that's originally what started your business career, right?
Yeah.
So how'd you get into that to start?
I got started in high school, man. So I really, really was into Lyrical Lemonade, which I don't know if you're...
Yeah.
So Cole Bennett,
Yep.
Music videos. That's actually how I got my start, like, creatively. Was doing photography and music videos. The only reason I did photography was because of music videos. And, I got started in that, man. I loved to be creative. And I thought, like, making music videos was, like, a great way to kind of show off those, like, creative skills and, like, really build almost your own world, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's super dope. So that's how I got started creatively. That's where I started, like, skill stack all of my skills throughout the years. Which I say throughout the years, I was, like, doing this from, like, 16 until about 20 years old. I'm 21 now, so 4 years doing music videos and not a lot. So that's how I got started creatively. And then, man, I got started with the 9-to-5 stuff, and that's kind of what really dialed back my creative side. You know what I mean?
So I heard, like, I mean, I've heard it from other people, but, like, you were installing smoke alarms, like fire detectors,
bro,
right? Like, tell me a little bit, not only how you got into that, but like, why? Because you stuck with it for a while too, right?
Yeah, I was in it for like a year and a half.
Okay.
So I definitely was paying my dues. But to answer that question, I got started because I was working like a home remodeling job, and we would show up to disgusting houses, man. Like heroin addicts, like needles everywhere. We had to pull out the insulation, like dead rats inside of the insulation. Like, super disgusting, man. Like stuff you wouldn't even like want to look at. Literally, like stuff you don't even want to look at. Yeah. Which I don't know. I'll probably send you some videos and like clips, like maybe throw up on the screen. But it was gnarly.
That sounds rough.
It was nasty. So I knew that I needed a way out. And that way out, this came from my girlfriend actually, bro. Like her mom worked for this company. They installed fire alarms, systems, panels, low-volt electrician stuff. I was like, all right, let me get in with that because way better than what I'm doing now. And I could see myself having a career. I always knew I wanted to do stuff creatively, but I was like, dude, I just need money, like secure money. I'm 20 years old or like 19. I've always been the type to be always thinking ahead. You know what I mean? Like to whereas sometimes it's a curse, sometimes it's a blessing, you know? And I was just thinking ahead. I was like, dude, I need like a career. Like I got a girlfriend. Now I need a career. I need to like be the man. And I thought that was getting a 9-to-5.
Yeah.
Which, looking back, dumbest idea I've ever had. Not smart at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So I would spend my days waking up super early, driving to work, and then hopping in a company van, going to the job site, pulling wire all day, bro. Like screwing in, like literally just hanging wire, getting it from device to device, installing these like boards that I had no clue how to do, screwing stuff up all the time. Like it was just not a fun experience at all, bro.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever done 9-to-5 stuff?
I mean, I worked at a golf course. My first and my only job, worked at a country club, which hated every second of it. But the only reason I stayed was because my dad, forced me to get the job.
Yeah.
I was like 16, and then every single day, which was low-key the only motivation for me staying, is I got $100 in tips because all the people, like, they'd finish, like, their golf round, they'd be like, I'd clean their clubs, be like, here's $5, here's $5. We'd split tips. I get, like, 80 to $100 every day. So,
that's
like,
insane.
even though I hated it, I'm like,
so
I
you're
can't
making
walk
good
away.
money as a 16.
Yeah, so, like, it felt good. And I'm like, I can't walk away from that. And, like, at this point, you're 16, you don't think about, like, the rat race or, like, wanting to get out of 9 to 5. So, like, you're just like, I'll take $100, you know?
Damn, bro, that's crazy. It's a country club.
Yeah, no, it was
a
good
first job
gig.
though.
No, I learned a lot for sure, but I also learned that I don't want to do that again.
Yeah. So that's the only 9-to-5 you had.
Only real job I've ever had. Yeah,
dude. So how did you get into entrepreneurship?
So, I've kind of like, I want to say I've always been an entrepreneur, but literally as long as I can remember, like I've been mowing lawns or snow plowing driveways because I'm from Michigan. Yeah. And like it snows like in the winter all the time. Yeah. So I'd go to all my neighbors, charge like $20, plow their driveways. Like every snow day, I'd make like $150. And then in middle school, I sold fidget spinners actually. Like remember the fidget spinner trend?
So, dude, that's where the OG entrepreneurs started, bro.
Oh my goodness, dude. I talked in the group, so many kids. I wasn't the only one. Like
really?
Yusuf did that. Other kids did that.
No way.
Yeah,
bro.
I made like, what'd I do? I made like $600 in like 2 weeks, and I started having like other kids as affiliates, like selling because I was like selling them out of my locker. Then eventually I was like, I got threatened to be like suspended, so I had to shut it down. But
dude, why do schools do that?
I don't know. I mean,
is it like legal issues?
I think most of it is like they're considering selling drugs. Like honestly, that'd be my best bet. Because like if you think about it, kids are selling stuff at school. Like where's your mind gonna go? But I obviously wasn't. I don't know. I mean, the principal was chill about it. He was like, you know what? Like if I knew, like, I know you're a cool kid. It's just the policy, or else I'd let it slide.
Okay, so it's just like more policy stuff.
Yeah, it's more policy, but
that's hella funny.
100%. No, I've kind of always tried to find my way to hustle and make money in that way. But as far as like you go, you were in the smoke detecting job, like putting up these alarms, like you got out of that. How did you get connected into the creative space in Grayson?
Yeah, so I actually got connected with Grayson from Grayson. So he knew me in high school, just like loosely, and like I was kind of known for like being the video guy. Like everyone like knew I was like the video guy.
Yeah.
And actually Mason played a key role in this as well. Mason was actually editing for Grayson in the beginning.
Really?
Yeah, so he was doing like his short form agency content for like his like company, whatever, his marketing stuff.
Yeah.
And Mason was like, dude, he ended up like, he was editing on a crap laptop, going to college, playing golf. He's like, dude, I just can't edit anymore. Right. So Mason referred me to Grayson, and Grayson's like, yo, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
So I got a text from Mason like, yo, Grayson's gonna be hitting you up soon about like a position on like his team or something, or just like edit. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
And this was like, when was this, man? This was like, I would say about a year ago this happened. So this was before I even got on the team, like secured a spot.
Yeah.
Is I would work for him before work, 9 to 5. I wake up at like 4:30. It's like an hour and a half before my shift started. I would edit like probably one reel and he would give me like 2 to 3 reels a day.
Yeah.
And come home from work, shower, eat, all that stuff, go to the gym, and then edit until like probably 11 o'clock. Wake up at 4:30, do the same thing.
5.5 hours of sleep.
So
Bro's
literally my entire existence I only did it for a week because that's how like I was so burnt. I was like, dude, I can't do this any longer.
Seriously.
So yeah, I would go to work, before work, start work, come home, work. You know what I'm saying? So all I was doing was working.
Right.
And Michaela, she didn't like that. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even like it. You know, I wanted more time to spend with her, and likewise, same thing. But yeah. So moving forward, how I actually got on the team, like actually got hired by Grayson, was he was coming home from college to spend the holidays with his family, and he just wanted to create some ads or just some YouTube videos, just to get caught up on content. I was like, all right, yeah. I'll shot me a text. I showed up, and then we got to filming, you know. And then that night, I believe he shot me a text, phone call, saying like, yo, dude, like, you're a creative guy. He's like, why are you doing like this electrician stuff? And I was like, dude, honestly, just for the paycheck. You know what I mean? Nothing fancy, just to pay the bills. He's like, how much do you make? Like, do you mind if I ask? I was like, yeah, dude. I make like, I think at the time I was making like $3K, like 2,800, $3K. So not a lot of money for like how much I was working and like the dangerous stuff I was doing.
Right. I mean, that's intense labor.
Yeah, man. Like, it was like, I'm not trying to be like a wuss, but like, it was pretty dangerous at some points. Like, I would be like 30 feet inside of like a ceiling, bro. Like, there'd be the ceiling like probably 15 feet above the ground. And then above that, it'd go up like 20 feet above. I'd be like on an extension ladder, reaching way high, you know what I'm saying? And like, I was like, dude, if I fall, like, I'm literally dead, you know, for $20 an hour.
Yeah, that's not worth it.
Not a lot at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, to circle back, dude, it took me about a week to give him a yes, because I was like, dude, do I like leave my 9 to 5? And that was kind of the point where I was really starting to dive into my faith a little bit. Like, I feel like I was going through waves of like really diving deep, and then I would get cold, dive deep again, kind of do that flip flop, like lukewarm stuff. I don't do that anymore. I'm fully into it. But yeah, I was like reading these sermons about having crazy faith, and like, you have to, when God provides opportunities for you to like have crazy faith, that's the time to exercise that crazy faith. So I was like, okay. With that perspective, I was like, I have to take this position with Grayson, because God's working, and he's literally just handed me a position on a silver platter. Like, this is your actual opportunity to have crazy faith. Yeah. So I did it, man. And he told me, he's like, yeah, all right, cool, dude. We're going to Miami these dates, so just let me know when you quit your job. I was like, all right, bet. Yeah. So it took me like a good week to quit my job, because I was like so scared of like letting down the guys, because we worked pretty tightly together. All the guys, I felt like I was letting them down. Like, I low-key, like, I haven't told anyone this. My brother doesn't even know this, but when I was telling my boss, bro, like, I almost started crying, bro. Like, my eyes were getting all teary-eyed. I couldn't speak. And the boss was like, dude, why are you sad, bro? Like, why are you upset? It's like, dude, I feel like I'm letting you guys down. He's like, bro, you need to do what's like best for you. You know what I mean? Like, and part of this was probably because he's like about getting ready to retire, so he didn't care. Yeah. He's like, dude, you gotta do what's best for you, man. Like, we're all happy for you, and if people here are gonna give you like a side eye or like get pissed off at you, bro, then like, that's on them. It's not on you, bro. You're just doing you. That's all you can do at the end of the day.
Sounds like a dope guy. He's a dope boss.
Dude, he was so cool, man. Like, we got away with like a lot of stuff. Like, we would like leave 3 hours early. He'd be like,
3? That's crazy.
Yeah. Like, he'd be like, yo, Chris, like, if we were just in the office, just work was slow.
Yeah.
He's not into like, just, you know, fill your time. He'd be like, yo, Chris, like, you just do that. He wouldn't tell me to go home. Like, so that way, if like I did get caught leaving, he couldn't get in trouble. Right. He'd be like, bone out. And then like everyone would just bone out. You know, so go home and get paid for the rest of the day. So it was cool.
What a G. That's hilarious. Yeah.
For sure a G.
Sounds like he pushed you in the right direction, obviously, though.
Yeah, man. He's the guy. Yeah. Everyone there was super understanding, though. Like, all the journeymen were like, dude, good job, kid.
Yeah, you know
yeah.
I mean? So that's awesome.
Cool. It was very cool.
So what are like kind of like tactical, like what are some of the skills you learned because you were the creative director, was that like your role with Grayson? What are some of like the skills you learned working under him and with him, like through everything that you went through over the last 8-9 months?
Yeah, dude. So the biggest thing that I would learn, or just tell people to learn as a creative, is how to simplify everything. Because I feel like the real value is being able to teach other people how to do what you do. And the way you can do that is by simplifying everything you do up front and have like a structure that you follow, right? So that doesn't even have to apply to creativity. It could actually be like just business processes, which that kind of ties into my offer really well now. Like I'm happy I learned that early on. Because I know how to keep things simple, but also like deliver the great result.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, just the biggest thing is just, it's more the woo-woo stuff than the actual tactical stuff, because you could find an editor who knows how to use Premiere Pro, like the editing aspect.
Right.
But if they don't have the correct mindset and like they don't have the eye for it, then they're going to create trash content. But they are literally doing the same exact things that I'm doing. I'm just doing it with like a purpose behind it. And that's what they're missing. So I guess, dude, purpose, man. Have purpose for everything that you do, you know? It'll show in the work long term. Definitely.
That's dope. That's sick to hear for sure. I'm just like, from my perspective, like, you know, I've seen like not only like Grayson's, but like your like progression over the last like year. Like you went from a point from like not only working with him, now like launching your own offer. You can plug your offer here, by the way. Anyone needs a new personal brand, this is your guy.
Online coaches, man, doing 10 to 15K, bro.
Yeah.
Hit me up.
No, but like, how did you like, I guess, come up with that, and what made you make that leap? Because you could have obviously stayed under Grayson, keep making money. Like, what made you take that leap for your own offer, your own business?
Yeah, so this is like kind of like the nitty gritty, bro. This is like the behind the scenes between me and Grayson. So
and you don't have to say everything if you don't want to.
No, dude, perfectly fine. Like, we're both super chill about this stuff. Like, I'm not gonna be blasting Grayson because he's the boy, he's the guy. Still love him. He's a bro. But dude, like I was working for him, like working, bro. Right. Like some days it'd be like no content, so I'd be like, okay, cool. I have a day off on a Monday, don't have to do anything. But there'd also be days where I'm working 10 to 12 to 14 hours, or I'm just on standby all day, like sitting by my laptop ready to work, and like I don't get any work. So I'm like, okay, I just wasted all day pretty much. That's how it felt. So it was also pretty hard to, which I don't think Grace would have an issue with me saying it, like saying this, but it was hard to see like my work make someone else so much money and like not even like not reap the benefits of it, which I did. It just wasn't then. You know what I mean? I was sowing the seed. I was like, dude, that's the harvest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why am I not collecting harvest? But the harvest is now. Right. You know what I mean? I was just sowing the seed, learning the skills. Right. And I always had that mindset, like, okay, I'm serving him to get him the best results because one, he's like my buddy. You know what I mean? I want to see him win. Right. I love that he's winning. I don't at all want to take that away. But like, you also have to be real with yourself and like, it kind of does hurt. You know what I mean? Seeing someone else like so close to you succeed with like your work and you're like, damn, that could be me. And that's really what it was. Grayson knew when we first started working together that I had that entrepreneur like kind of mindset. Mm-hmm. I just didn't have the self-confidence yet. And I honestly, to this day, I still don't believe I have the self-confidence I need to be running my own business. But it's just like it's the relationship with God that has actually like really, really helped me get to this point. You know what I mean? Because even right now, like, dude, I'm a very, very, I like to beat myself up a lot to the point to where like I don't do stuff because of that, or I don't feel like I'm good enough to do it.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like, I don't feel like, I look at other people's content, I'm like, oh, that's so much better. Like, why would I go create it myself? You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I could like even live up to that, or there's no way I could fulfill like a great offer when it's like, hold on, take a step back. What have you just been doing for the past 3 months with Grayson? And like, see the results that it got Grayson. Right. I feel like that's what God like placed Grayson in my life to do. And was to prove to myself that the work that I did and the skills that I had, like genuinely were skills that I learned, and not just, oh, I stumbled across it, I got lucky. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I get lucky so much, but it's not luck. You know what I mean? It's just skills stacked over a course of time that just multiply. So.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know. It's just so cool seeing like all of that go down. And what kind of made you, I guess, go from like that mindset shift? Because truly, like even in my business career, like everyone talks about the tactical stuff, like find an editor, like run these ads, get this, get that. And like, yeah, that's like obviously how you do it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you can attest to this. I'm interested to hear your perspective, like the mindset behind it. What was the biggest mindset shift you had, like creating your own thing, like creating your own offer and actually like putting yourself out there?
Dude, it was genuinely being comfortable with discomfort. And there's this brand on YouTube, Seek Discomfort.
Oh yeah,
I love those guys.
I've
you know
heard.
What I mean,
yeah,
like yeah. So it's just, dude, like you just got to do it. Like to me, there wasn't a mindset shift. I never had that like moment where it's like, I'm gonna just do it. Like this, like is cemented. I'm gonna do it. It was more just like I had to force myself to do it. You know what I mean? Which I feel like is so different from other people, because I feel like some people need that switch to like make that change and like make that business a reality. Whereas like for me, I knew it needed to be done, and I was like, that's what I want to do, but like I'm not comfortable with it, but I'm just gonna force myself to do it.
Yeah.
So I guess that's maybe is the mindset shift, you know, just forcing yourself to do it out of just like, I want to say like desperation, but it's also just like out of like just the need and the desire to just want to succeed. You know what I mean? After so many years of like failing. Because I was even like, while working with Grayson, bro, not even working with Grayson, but like, I would just always like tell Michaela, I was like, dude, I feel like all I do is fail. And she's like, really? That's like not at all what I see. And like, that's circles back to me just being so tough on myself. I always feel like I fail when it's like, it's just learning, bro. You know what I mean? I took things so serious all the time. And I've learned to let go of that.
Yeah.
And that's like the most important part.
That's awesome.
But, dude, super curious. Like, what was that mindset shift for you?
Oh my
for
goodness.
Like getting started.
I mean, like I said, I've kind of always like started whatever, my own business, my own entrepreneurial journey. But like, I don't know, I think a lot of it, you could almost say like forcing yourself to do the work, like a little bit of that. But honestly, the biggest mindset shift, like literally one of the biggest of my entire life was 2 weekends ago, because all my life, I'm like, I'm doing this thing. Like even when I like scale, like I got my HT to like 11K a month and I like feel good or whatever. Yeah. But like then like, you know, it goes down, you lose some clients, whatever. Yeah. Last weekend, seeing all these guys, like they're just normal dudes. Yeah. They're all like 3 times, 4 times, 5 times ahead. And I'm like, dude, these are just normal people. Exactly. And it was like such a mindset shift. And I know Max had the same thing. Max has been a workaholic. Bro,
I love Max.
He's awesome. But
he pleasantly surprised me, bro.
Seriously.
Like I was telling King this, man. And Max, if you're watching this, bro, I love you, bro.
You better be watching this.
Yeah. But like just like I feel like the French, is he French?
Yeah, I think he's originally from South Africa, and then he's lived in France like most of his life. Yeah.
I feel like their texting is different, bro, because I feel like I saw chats in the community. I was like, dude, this dude sounds like a dick. Like respectfully, Max, I love you, bro. But I was like, he kind of sounds like a dick, man. I'm kind of like scared to meet this guy.
That's
like,
funny.
What if he's just like a complete asshole?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But dude, nah, coolest guy ever.
100%.
I think it was just genuinely like the culture difference.
Oh yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But in person, he's just a great guy.
Yeah, no,
Super
great guy.
funny guy.
It just, I guess like kind of going back to the question, but like that whole mindset shift of like, these are, like he said, no one's Einstein. Like nobody's Einstein.
Dude, the timing of that moment
was so funny. Man. But like everyone's just normal dudes doing like XYZ, and like these are things like I've dreamed of literally my entire life, like being able to like not do a 9 to 5, like not take this college out, like do these things. And now all these people around me are actually doing them. Like that was a huge click.
That's
and
so
like
awesome, bro.
I don't know, even before 2 weeks ago, like I know like I'm gonna launch this thing and do XYZ, but like it just, the amount of motivation I have from that event to now is just unbelievable.
Dude, that's awesome, bro. Dude, what's your current offer?
Yeah, so I'm helping lead gen agencies scale from like 5-ish K all the way up to like 30K, and it's just using content to cash system.
Nice, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro.
But I haven't officially launched it yet. By the time this video's up, it will be launched. But I just need to finish out a few modules in the course. But
dude, right on, bro.
100%.
That's so cool. That's such a great mindset. Because how old are you?
I'm 20.
20.
Yeah,
okay.
turned 20 in August. So,
dude, so you're freshly 20.
Freshly 20.
So you're basically 19.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
we gotta make it sound better. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
He's
pulled that card
making more money.
Yeah.
But dude, dope, man.
100%. No, I just like going back to like kind of where you're at. How do you like incorporate God like in your content, in your business, like in your personal life? Because something that I've struggled with, like. You know, maybe I'll go to church on Sunday, I'll read my Bible a few times a week, call it good. Like, how do you almost integrate that every single day?
So for me, I have almost this view, which this may be like wrong, but I feel like the stronger the relationship with God and the more I put him first, the more he's going to bless me. So, and that sounds like I'm only worshiping God because I'll gain. That's not at all what it means. It's just putting him first, because without him, who cares about a business?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I could go work a 9 to 5. As long as I got God, I'm fine. I really don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
But I feel like to do this business thing, the way that he wants to, I guess, bless me and like lead me to my destiny, because I feel like he has a path, and I've honestly feel like he's been forcing me down this path.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like there's no way I could have like got myself to this position without God.
Yeah.
Like there's no way, dude. Like I wouldn't even be able to put together an offer. Wouldn't even know how to like film content, what content to film. I'd have been lost. Like before I met Grayson, I was lost with like content. I knew I wanted to do content, but I had no idea. So I just went and got 9 to 5. Mm. But God, dude, he shows up, man. You know what I mean? But as far as integrating into my content, bro, to me, it feels like natural. It feels easy because I have no interest in impressing anybody. I guess that's kind of like a dope thing about being an introvert and having a twin too, is you don't need external validation, because one, you're an introvert, so you don't care. And then two, having a twin, you have a best friend. Right. So you don't gotta like, I gotta act this way to like have this one person be there for me. It's like, dude, he's right there for me. You know what I mean? Like he's literally off camera right now. So having that like confidence, and even just God's always there for me. Dude, who do I need to impress? So I'm just gonna be me, wholeheartedly me.
Yeah,
always
that's facts.
100%. And in my About Me video, like to me, like I don't go around like just going crazy, like talking about God all the time. But I like to incorporate him in little ways. You know what I mean? So people just like know that's where I'm at.
100%. No, yeah, that's your pin video, right?
Yeah. Just subtly incorporate it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man.
That's
every
awesome.
single, like on the daily though.
Yeah.
I used to not take reading the word daily so seriously, but now it's like I can't go to sleep without it. Like it generally feels like when I'm laying in bed, like, oh shoot, I didn't read. That thought will stick with me until I wake up and go read.
Wow.
It's I know some people kind of have that feeling with like business, like I didn't do enough, so they'll get up and go work somewhere.
Yeah.
That's definitely Grayson.
Yeah.
He's a workaholic, man.
Yeah.
But for me, that's reading my Bible now, and to mitigate that, to even get to that point, I like to just first thing in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
Get my acai bowl, get my coffee.
Yeah.
Come down here, literally right over there, just read the Bible.
Yeah.
Do a little devotional, and then pray.
Yeah.
And then just go back up, work. You know what I mean? And
that's awesome.
Finish off the day with a sunset stroll. Which, dude, do you do sunset strolls?
I don't. I've heard they're fire.
Get into it, bro.
Really?
They're fire, bro. Like, it just, I feel like it's like a dopamine reset in a way. You know what I mean? Because like I look forward to sunsets now. Like I don't look forward to like eating crazy food or like going out to Topgolf or just crazy stuff like that, or playing games. It's like, dude, sunset walks. That's like my go-to. You know what I mean?
Awesome. I definitely got to try that then.
Dude,
for sure.
Definitely, bro.
Yeah. So like this is like also something, even like personally and for the audience, if you know, because I feel like there's a lot of people who are attracted to, you know, you could say like Christian business owners, people who like, I guess, get that vibe from me, you, Grayson, whoever else, like people like that. Like, what would you say to those type of people who are pursuing business and also pursuing God? Like, how is, I don't want to say balance, because obviously God's number one, but like almost how are you able to integrate like God into your business? Yeah.
So actual integration into my business, man, that's something I've actually been trying to work on, trying to think about.
You know, not saying like you got all the answers, because I definitely don't either.
That's like what's like great, bro. It's like I don't have all the answers. You know what I'm saying? So like for anyone watching, like they think I'm better than them, I'm not better than them at all, or just anything, bro. Like I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I have been thinking about it, man. Like especially in the content, I've been trying to post it more on my story. You know what I mean? Just to get it out there, and then even like pinning it on my highlight.
I will say your stories, you and both of you are so aesthetic. Literally, I watch them like, dude, this is like a little movie. Like, what is
Thanks, bro.
These guys are crazy.
That's dope, dude. Because I mean, I try, bro. Like, I live in a beautiful spot, so it's kind of hard not to.
True.
You know what I mean? Like back home, I couldn't create any content that I wanted to.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's just how I try to do it. Just like subtle pieces of content, like story content, or just a sentence in my videos. I want to figure out definitely a way to do it, man.
100%.
Yeah, that's about it, bro.
No, that's sick.
How do you go about doing it?
Dude, I'm not going to act like I have all the answers. I don't have any of the answers, really. But just from, like, the, I don't know, experience that I have, and this is almost more like sales tactic than anything, like, when I'm on a sales call, like, just being so, like, not going to, like, start preaching Bible verses, hey, buy from me, but, like, just seeing that, there's all these flies everywhere, sorry.
It jumped from my hand to your hand.
It's going crazy. But just, like, on sales calls, them seeing you so like positive and genuine, like even if they should almost be able to like tell that you're a Christian. Like, I forgot who said it, but like someone should be able to tell, like, by the way you walk that you're a follower, which I just thought was so interesting. Like, being able to like give that, like, I don't want to say aura, it's like, maybe. But.
I mean, yeah, it is, dude. Like it's a spiritual realm, right? So when you're walking around, bro, like, I feel like, I'm not trying to say, like, darkness can sense when you're around. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to say people know you're a believer, it's because they're dark, but it's just an energy thing, bro. We live in a spiritual realm. We are spiritual, like, beings. So it makes sense that 100%. People can tell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
And I definitely got that from you when we first met, bro. Like, you had like the guys were saying pure energy, and that's like what I felt from you. Yeah. Just
bro, that's pure, awesome. I appreciate it,
bro.
I appreciate that.
They were saying that about us, and I was like, bro, if they knew me, bro. Like, they wouldn't be saying that.
Bro,
you know what I mean? But
no, it's so true, though. Like, I felt like from both of you and so many people at that event, they're just like, not just like upbeat, but just like
genuine guys.
Genuine, like pure, like you said, pure is probably the best way to describe it. Just like, you could tell, like, I'm going to take a good guess that he follows Christ. Like, probably a good chance I get that right.
Yeah, and
you
then
know?
During that one talk, it's like, oh, yeah, he is.
Bro, that was crazy. And for the audience that doesn't know, at the event, we, like, sat down and randomly started talking about, like, Jesus and God and, like, evil for, like, it was probably like 2.5 hours. I mean, it was a long talk.
Yeah, like 3 hours.
But that was not a talk I expected at all, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Honestly, for me, that's what made the entire, like,
100%
event worth it, dude. Like, I don't think I got what I needed out of that event until that point.
Really?
Yeah, because it was like, dude, it was one of those things where, like, my fire for God was, like, going, bro. And then, like, that talk on top of it, just like, dude,
oh my goodness,
just cemented it.
Literally,
you know
like,
I mean? Cemented that.
I felt like before that weekend, I was going through a little bit of like a cold, like you talked about before. I feel like I go through so many of those like cold spells. I'll go like weeks, a month, like not really thinking about it. Then I'll have a month or two where I'm like on fire, and then back. It's like back and forth. And that weekend just like literally sparked a fire, like
that's
nothing.
So awesome,
and that
bro, 'cause
like conversation was crazy.
It, like, we're believers, bro. For the unbelievers that were there. Like, how cool is it that, like, we were able to just, like, bring that up?
Oh, for sure.
What I mean? Just to, like, just plant that seed. You know what I mean? Just the size, just a mustard seed, bro.
Yeah.
We just planted a seed,
planted
bro.
the mustard seed.
And who knows, man? Maybe that changed someone's life.
It's true.
And we have no idea.
Yeah.
You know?
And in that Bible study that we're in, like, so many people were just, like, interested, like, ready to, like, hear about it. Like you said, planting the seed. Like, they didn't, at least I for sure didn't expect to have that conversation, but it was awesome. Seriously. It
was awesome, bro. It was a great experience. Dude, which, by the way, what was like was the biggest takeaway, like the mindset thing for you?
Probably. I mean, like I said, it was literally just seeing, like, never in my life have I ever been around other people. I guess I'm lying a little bit. I had a business partner for like a year-ish, maybe a little less, and we actually just recently split off. I still love him. We talk every day. So no like hard feelings, no bad blood.
Good.
But I've never really met, outside of him, anybody doing the same thing, like entrepreneurial, like, and faith, and like online internet, like no one doing the same thing. Man. And then when I saw it, like literally it was like a mindset of like, this is real. Cause like you see all this stuff online, and I said this to even like my friends, my parents, like, how was the Arizona trip? And I'm like, dude, you see all this stuff online and like people talk about getting rich and making these internet businesses, and then you meet them in real life, like they're actually doing it. Like there's no curtain, like there's nothing that's fake, like it's all real.
It's so interesting, man, because I was talking to Michaela earlier about like, we're like, yo, we're not going to go to church. Today's Friday, so last night, Thursday, we're like, yeah, we're not going to go because my brother had a migraine. So we're like, we'll just kind of take care of him, see how he feels. And then I was like, do you want to watch it online? She's like, no, it's kind of not the same. Yeah. And it's really not. Yeah. Like watching church online is different. Of course, you still learn a lot. But I'm just saying, like, it's just being in person and actually around the people and like just...
Oh, 100%.
It's just a different... You actually get to feel it.
100%. You know? Like, I mean, like you said, like sometimes like if we can't make it, we'll watch online or whatever, but I'm like it's like so, and not even in a bad way, like it's great for people that can't make it to church, so like not hating on it, but at the same time it's like watered down a little bit in a way.
It's not the full experience.
It's not the full experience.
Not the full experience at all.
100%.
Because I genuinely believe it's like, dude, when the church is like together and like there's multiple believers like together praying at the same time, bro, there's power in that.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, you can just feel it in the room.
Oh, for sure.
Bro.
100%.
Like, I love going to Impact Church right down the road, bro.
Okay, is that where you go?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Like, I literally look forward to it. Like, I'm bummed out that I'm going to Cali this weekend because I'm going to miss the service, you know?
You're going to a concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what concert?
It's actually Young Pinch, bro. Like,
okay.
It's secular music, not gonna lie. But I mean, my uncle's going, so like, all right,
that's
I'll
cool.
come in,
That's
hang
dope.
out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
that's sick.
Cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Sweet. Well, like as far as, like I said, I want to ask a few more questions kind of about faith, just because, like I said, I don't really have that many people to like connect with. I just think it's so dope that we have like that community, that group. But like, how did you, like, have you always been a follower? What kind of made you, I know you talked a little bit about how you got serious with it. Like, it felt like God was giving you grace and like giving you that opportunity.
Exactly.
Like, is that kind of how you came to it? And like, what made you, I guess, I don't want to say dive in head first, you know?
So, dude, I grew up in the church, bro. Like, my mom, she always brought me to church. My brother, like, we were always believers. And, like, I tell my, like, I've always been a believer. But I've been lukewarm. Like, it feels like my entire life. Ever since I was probably 12, I felt lukewarm. I felt like I wasn't getting, like, what I needed. And part of that was because I just wasn't reading. You know what I mean? So I didn't know what God, like, actually wanted me to do because I wasn't able to, like, pray and then be like, okay, let me go read the Bible. And then, like, actually, okay, that doesn't line up with how I'm living. You know? So it didn't apply to me as much as it should have. So I felt like I was spiritually dead. Until recently, man. Like I said, so... 12 to like literally 21, bro. 2 months ago, I remember just laying in my bed, man, like feeling so alone, bro. Like I've never felt that alone in my entire life. And like, I literally was like, I like broke down, bro. Like it's so weird because I was just laying down normal day, like after work, you know what I'm saying? Just normal day. Felt so alone and like just that pit is like, I was like, bro, like I'm actually like, at the end of the day, it's like, dude, if you're alone, like, bro, that's like that doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? Just like that pit in your stomach. So I broke down, man, and like I knew that it was God, like telling me, like, yo, like you could have so much more right now than you have. I was like, all right. So I kind of listened to that voice, man, and like I knew He was just calling on my heart, like come back to me. You know what I mean? And which is kind of funny because I feel like there is like sort of like a spiritual revival going on like right now.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I mean? Because like everyone at the event was like, yeah, the past 2 months has been like different. You know what I mean? So I feel like the spiritual realm's getting stirred right
now. We talked about that. It has like, I don't know, something weird. Like it's like so many more people, and maybe this is just like seeing it from the other side, but like they have that perspective of like there's real genuine evil. That means there has to be light, and that like naturally just brings people closer to God, which is just crazy,
bro. Like the Doja Cat thing, bro.
Oh my gosh. Not Doja Cat.
Bro.
Don't get me on that.
Rebuke her name, man.
Oh my goodness.
Rebuke that. So pray for her.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, dude, so it was like 2 months ago that I kind of got that feeling. And then ever since then, like it took me like a while to like really like start to get things going. Like as soon as I moved down here, the first week, church, like first Sunday, I went to church at Impact, loved it, man. And ever since I've been going to that church, it's just been like speaking to me. Then it just encouraged me to read more and more and more. And like every single day now, it's like, I can't go without it.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm like so happy that like that's actually a thing. You know what I mean? Because it used to not be like that. And I used to be like, almost feel guilty. You know what I mean? Be like, dude, I should be reading my Bible, but I don't. Lord, please forgive me. You know what I mean? Rather than just going reading, you know? So, dude, it's been like, I can't even like, it's just been like a blessing, bro. Seeing how much He's actually been working in my life. Because like I said, I feel like I was like pushed down the river, you know? Like I feel like I was steering the wrong way. And God was like just slowly pushing me, you know what I mean? Like I would probably get in the way. And then like, as I would like submit to Him, I'd see the blessings that He'd give to me.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like genuinely what I'm doing right now is like the right thing that I'm supposed to be doing, like under Him, you know? So it's been cool, man. Like just waking up every day with like kind of that servant like mindset. Like today, like how can I serve you, God? Like how can I become better?
100%.
And like, just how can I know more about you and who you truly are?
Yeah.
Because the more I learn about who you are is like, it makes me just like believe even more like how great of a God He is. Yeah. And like that reflects in my day-to-day life. Yeah. Because if He's a great God and I say I serve this guy, like, dude, I want to be just like Him. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like convicting. Yeah. It's way more convicting than just like, yeah, I'm a Christian. You know? For sure. When it's actually real, bro, it's different, man. Yeah. 100%. And like, I'm just so hyped to actually experience it this way.
That's awesome.
So nice.
That's so sick. I will say, like, one thing that has, and maybe you can attest this too, but like literally just driving in the car, one thing that's changed for me is the past like month, like not strictly, but like 90% worship music. Yeah. Like
Definitely, bro.
Strictly only, like that, bro, it changes what you put in your ears and like your environment, like changes everything so much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. I have like this theory, bro. I was talking to my dad one day, like we were just driving like the car. I was like, so you know how Christians go to church every Sunday? They get like their word for the week. You know what I mean? That's probably the most of the time that people get. And they say they believe in like God, right? Just going one day a week and worshiping. But I was like, dude, the rest of the week they're spending time with the radio on, listening to like secular music, talking about just crazy stuff. I'm like, dude, that like to me, it's like almost like Satan's sermons. You know what I mean? Like, which I know that's super extreme sounding, but like, dude, it's just like the snake that slowly slithers into your brain.
Oh, for
or
sure.
Your heart,
and like, I feel like especially in the culture we live in, there's so much of like people don't realize, you know, but it's like literally Doja Cat, like people play that. It's so like, I don't know. It's,
dude, the worst part about it too is it's so catchy.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that song.
It's like, it's hidden. It's like we'll hide like this evil with like a catchy song, and then like it's chill, like, you know.
Yeah, like literally, if it sounds good, then cool.
Yeah,
we'll
like,
rock with it. And like, ooh, she did, like, bro.
Yeah. No,
pause, bro.
I am about that.
Yeah, that's funny, man. That's super cool though to have been connected with so many Christian entrepreneurs.
Oh, for sure.
Because like, dude, how lucky did we get, bro?
Dude,
we're so young.
What's crazy is God had a huge hand in that. Like from my perspective, like, I don't know, like I said, I've never experienced anything like that in my life, but like, just think about how God like put us all. I mean, I literally joined the program a week before. Like,
no way.
I mean, I haven't even launched my offer. Yeah, I will when this video goes live.
Bro. I didn't know you were that.
I joined like 7 or 8 days like before, and I'm like,
sick.
I literally
so happy you came
last minute flight. All right, we're good.
But yeah,
last minute flight, last minute hotel. I'm like, you know what?
I'm so happy you came.
I gotta go. I know. Best business, best life investment
dude,
I've ever made in my whole life.
Let's go, bro.
Just ending it off, one like last question. So might be the title of this YouTube video, but you made 11K in 11 days with your offer. That's you're that guy. How did you do it? And if someone had to repeat your success, what advice would you give them?
Dude, this is gonna be like so underwhelming, bro. So how I did it tactically was 4 reels and 1 YouTube video. That was tactical information. So if someone wants to like say, oh, I want to go make money, but like, just put in the work of making 4 reels and 1 YouTube video because it'll work. But dude, it's genuinely like the more mindset, like woo-woo stuff is, dude, you have to get out of your comfort zone. To make money, you got to spend money. That's just the way it is. If you expect someone to drop money, like say you charge 5K and you can't drop 1,500 into like advertisement to get that client, you're not playing the right game, you know? So it's genuinely, dude, just stop the self-doubt, stop the negative self-talk, overcome those limiting beliefs. Like everyone says you have to, which if you're listening and you're like, damn, this is just stupid advice, it's actually real. Like you actually have to seek discomfort and take that next step. It's the only way you're going to get better. So yeah, dude, that's how I did 11K in 11 days.
You heard it here first, folks. That's how we did 11K in 11 days. And if you want to do it, do the exact same thing he did.
Yes, sir.
So I appreciate everybody watching. Go subscribe to Chris. Follow him on Instagram. Great guy. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Dude, that was sick. Dude, that was fire, actually.
Dude, you're good. Like,
Bro, I've never done that much.